I'll just state for the record here, Assemblymember Stephanie Nguyen, and Democrat of Elk Grove,
Yes.
and then District Attorney Tin Ho of Sacramento County. Thanks for taking the time. Not live, but not a live interview, but just to get your thoughts. What was it that just happened in there with your diversion bill? What do you want your message to be?
Sure. So AB 46 was on concurrence, came back to the Assembly floor with some changes, and made it out with 51 votes. It's on its way over to the governor's office. After 3 years of work on this, lots of negotiation, lots of input from so many various different stakeholders, we've come together on a language that really moves this path forward when it comes to mental health diversion, both preserving the program and ensuring that diversion program is still available for those that need it, but also considering the public safety as well too, and ensuring that judges have the ability to make that decision if the individual is going to be a threat to the public, that diversion is, the courts are able to deny the diversion program. And this was in coordination with working with the California the California District Attorney's Office, as well as our very own District Attorney of Sacramento County.
All right.
Well, I do have one question. Why is it so important to give the judge, the power to make these type of decisions?
So the way the current language is, judges felt like their hands were tied, and that even if they felt that an individual wasn't supposed to have a diversion program, the language isn't clear, that they felt like there needs to be legislation in there to have clear language and give them that authority and that ability to be able to deny mental health diversion programs when there is a threat to the public safety threat.
Okay. And prosecutor, if you chime in too, your thoughts about this bill?
First of all, I want to truly thank Assemblymember Stephanie Nguyen for showing true leadership here in terms of getting this bill across the finish line. The fact of the matter is people who have serious mental health conditions deserve treatment, but what we are seeing with mental health diversion and the law is currently written, it provides a loophole for violent individuals to get mental health diversion, get released from custody, and commit further crime. In fact, we had an individual recently that was released from Sacramento and committed a murder elsewhere. What this does, it allows for judges to have true discretion in terms of denying mental health diversion when someone poses a threat to public safety. And what Assemblymember Nguyen's bill does, it closes that loophole. It gives us judges discretion to preserve public safety and yet get people the treatment they deserve when they truly deserve it.
Thank you.
And how were negotiations with some member? Was it? I remember covering this, and when you got it to committee, it seemed like bipartisan support the whole time. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. So how did it go? Were there a lot of negotiations that went into it, and was there any major changes that occurred?
So there were a lot of negotiations, and we've brought as many people to the table as possible so that way we could hear everybody's concern. The biggest thing was preserving this, wanting to make sure opposition felt like we were taking this away. We're taking this away to those that truly deserve it and making it harder for them, but that wasn't the case. And we had to go through line by line items, negotiate what areas we felt needed to be kept in, and also areas that needed to be removed, or some cleanup language, as we would call it. But I felt like the negotiation process actually went really well. It's the way legislation should happen, that we bring everybody to the table and we talk out what was important to them, what was important to us, and what was important not just to the community, but to the state of California. Diversion programs were put in place for a good reason, and I believe in that. I believe in mental health diversion programs. And I wanted to make sure that opposition knew that both the district attorney and I believe that mental health diversion programs are a good thing. But there was some oversight in certain areas, and those were areas that we looked to make amendments to adjust, to clean up, or whatnot.
Sure. And this is a true example of collaboration. Assemblymember Stephanie Nguyen brought all the stakeholders to the table so that we could negotiate, so that we could talk and come up with a bill that was measured, a bill that preserved mental health diversion for those that truly need it, but at the same time preserve public safety to those that endanger our communities. And this is a great balance approach.
All right. Thank you. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else you would like to add? But the main idea here is that the judge is still, it's again about the judges making sure, I hear what you're saying, yeah, we're not getting rid of mental health diversion, but you're giving judges more discretion.
That's
all
correct.
All accurate still
That's
with the bill?
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
we're giving judges more discretion to be able to grant mental health diversion programs when they feel that it is needed, but also be able to pull back when they say this is not something that this individual should be able to agree to. We have 12 days, but it's going to the governor's desk. This is a big thing. It's a true celebration for us here. Many have tried to put a mental health diversion program, or many legislators have tried with mental health diversion programs and trying to fix this or make some changes. I can say that others were looking to also do legislation around mental health diversion, and it has been difficult. I've heard other legislators say that they've introduced something only to then be told that this isn't going to work, this isn't going to be possible, we're not going to be able to move this forward. And so this is a win for all of us here. This is headed to the governor's desk. I can't be so proud of the work that my team has done, the collaboration, the DA's office, our very own District Attorney Tin Ho, and helping to craft this and something that I feel is a perfect piece of legislation around public safety, mental health diversion, and we look forward to the governor signing this.
This has been a 3-year journey, and this is a true example of determination by Stephanie Nguyen, Assembly member, to get this bill across the finish line. For 3 years, we have worked to put this together and get it across the finish line. And it's a true example of her dedication, her commitment in bringing people together, because this is going to make a meaningful difference in the courtroom for public safety.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for